Everybody, Flashfreak here with Knightfall.
What's going on, guys?
And we are going to go ahead and jump back into some more Megaman Legends.
Alright, let's do it.
Once again, Knightfall's the one taking control of the remote, so I'll let him do what he's going to do.
Alright, well, if you remember in the last episode, we did a couple of small side quests. Nothing too big, because we're going to try to do a 2-episode kind of side quest-a-thon. But I wasn't going to be able to finish this at the end of what we were doing in the last episode. So, right now, we got a giant yellow refractor, and it's not going to power the flutter, so it's kind of useless to us now.
So we're donating it to science.
Donating it.
Boat? Willie's boat?
Wiley's boat.
Oh, Wiley. Oh, it says the Wiley. So Wiley is in the game.
Maybe. Someone stole all the boats here. Now the only one left is an old broken down one. Poor boat.
It's a box.
I found $20.
A lot of people just throw away money in this game.
I know, right? So check out the owner of the boat shop. Does he remind you of anybody? It's Dr. Wiley!
Oh no! Speaking of the throwing away money thing, I remember my brother when we were in high school. Any change he had that wasn't a quarter, he would just throw out. I'm talking like,
oh gosh,
jump out of his car and like throw it in the street. I don't know why he did.
Someone's gone and stole all my boats. I've only got one left and it's broken down. Won't be much use to.
Dr. Light did it. I just came here to kick this trash can.
The only thing wrong with this boat is the refractor casing and the couplings. If I had a big refractor like yours,
I could probably
fix it.
So we'll go ahead
and call roll.
She came like instantly.
Mm-hmm. Called her on the walkie-talkie.
Someone's been taking really good care of this boat.
Oh?
There. Well, do you really think you should be doing that?
She just jumps in and starts fixing it.
I love how they held it, by the way, just to...
Yeah.
And the refractor, and it'll be as good as new.
Whoa. And what do you think you're doing?
Huh?
Dr. Wiley?
Can you hand me a wrench?
Just a sec, Roll.
Just a second, Roll.
Vultures. Or hawk. Or whatever it is.
There we go, all fixed. Whoops. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I just started fixing the shear bend.
You really love machines, don't
Her
you?
hair is exceptionally spiky.
Very spiky.
I didn't realize there was that spiky in the back.
Your face.
Got grease all over her face.
Yep.
What?
I'm glad I could get someone as pretty as you to fix my boat.
Dr. Wiley got buff.
I know, right?
Tell you what, you can use it anytime you want.
See, I don't know Megaman all that much though. Does he always have one eye missing? Or is it just this one?
Great.
It's not even really the same Wiley.
Well, yeah.
But
I didn't know if that was...
No, he does not. Alright.
Okay.
So, now we got a boat.
Yay!
Alright, this here in a second is when you need to cue some Pirates of the Caribbean music when you actually edit it. Alright, let's call roll.
She was just there.
She was. But now she's piloting a boat for us.
Megaman, are you ready?
Yup, let's go.
Here we go.
Megaman able to drive anything himself.
No.
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 It's not in my training protocol. I go and find the stuff. I don't drive the stuff, okay? Not in my budget.
I'm picking something up on the sonar.
Now this is kind of like an on-rail
Keep an
shooter,
eye
this
out,
this part right here. I remember getting to this part as a kid and being like,
I
whoa.
say it's like you're about to run into a freaking island there.
This part, when I played this part on hard, oh my gosh, years later I played it on hard and this part is impossible.
Is it like, did you ever play Donkey Kong Country when you were younger?
No, I never played Donkey Kong.
Ooh, we're going to have to play that at some point. Well, Donkey Kong Country has a notorious cart level where you're on a minecart and you have to be like pixel perfect with like 2 jumps in the course or else you miss it.
Oh man.
And he doesn't die and you gotta keep hitting the jumps right. is gonna be interesting. See, I played so many Nintendo games. You play like none of them, and vice versa. I played like no Sony games, but you played all of them.
Yeah, I played a lot of PS1s.
It's gonna be interesting whenever. Spoiler alert for anybody. We do plan on doing a top 10 list of our favorite games.
Yeah.
As of right now, anyways. And pretty sure you probably have a lot of Sony. I probably have a lot of Nintendo on there. So
I had let's see. I had two. I had 2 Nintendo games on there. And then some that are just on just about every platform. So
yeah, I have few that are on multiple. We have a lot of Nintendo games on it though.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, the product of the systems we had when we grew up. Because I didn't get a 64 until I was like 17 or 18. I had a friend just give me one because he had it and was like, "Well,
Yeah,
I'm
see-
just gonna toss it." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll buy
See,
it."
same thing, because the first PlayStation I ever had, I didn't even own it. When I was younger, we had a house fire and we lost all of our systems and everything.
Yep.
And while we were in our like rental house for during the fire, my brother's friend let us borrow his PS2, and the 2 games he let us borrow was Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Oh, we're gonna have to
So,
play some Kingdom Hearts on this channel.
That's when I first played those games. So I have played those games before, guys. Don't worry, I have played Kingdom Hearts. And then there was one other game we let us borrow too, but I can't remember what it was. It wasn't very interesting. But we played those games after that, and after we had that is when I actually bought a PS2 myself and started collecting games. The only other game that really played really crazy back from in the day was Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Ooh, Battlefront 2. Good
That was a
choice.
really good game.
The new Battlefront 2, when it came out, was terrible, but they fixed it, and it's now a really good game.
Dude, I remember so much from Battlefront 2 though.
Yep, Battlefront 2 is amazing. I always played as Mace Windu. He was
It was the first game where you actually got like truly cool weapons. It was great.
Megaman, ahead!
Megaman
Ahead.
ahead.
There's a head floating in the water.
Haha.
Ah, very funny.
So how often are all these like random robot ships out here all the time? I mean, surely.
This is the only time that this happens. This is actually, if you can tell, have you noticed how some of the ships have a skull on it?
Yeah.
The skull is the sign of the Bonds. Tron
Yeah.
and Teasel. Any of their robots will have that skull on them. So, as of right now, we know they're not Reaver bots. They're all
Yeah.
Bond ships. Probably mostly Serv bots.
What is robots are you doing right now? Of course, robots. Hundreds of thousands. What are they going for? I think, right? You said 40?
Yep, there's 40 in total
40 that you know of.
that we know.
This is a really long section of this game, though.
Yep, this is just like a small section right here. It gets a lot worse here in a little bit.
Is this just you pretty much just like finally finishing off the pirates?
No, they're through the entire game, man.
Oh, well. Okay.
They're a big part of why I love this game. The Bonds are like such cool and memorable villains. They made the entire game for me. No. I think that's about it.
What was that?
You will see.
Did you go in there?
It looks like we got rid of all their
We got
little
rid of
ships.
all their little ships.
Hey,
Wait!
I can see it
I
on
can
the
see it on
sonar.
the sonar.
Heads up, Megaman.
Heads up, Megaman!
Big coming this way.
Something big's coming this way.
It's him!
Oh, there he is, Teasel
I
Bond.
knew our little blue boy'd show up. I figured we'd run into him sooner or later if we waited here. Slow ahead!
Slow ahead.
That's so weird.
I love him.
Come on the left.
We gotta fight a giant frog.
Megazord it. Giant frog. These guys were oddly
All right,
prepared
men, concentrate your
to
fire
attack
on the
this
blue
man.
boy.
I know, right?
Blow him and his little toy boat out of the water.
What? But
Like,
Diesel,
for not having Mega
we
Man, they
see
have
his
like
boat.
way too much.
Yep.
Who cares?
Like, if Mega wasn't there, like, literally a robot probably could have just been fine.
He won.
Like, but just in case. Let's have a backup.
But I mean, that's what they are. They're sky pirates or air pirates, whatever you want to call them.
Completely
Seriously.
ruined.
But he is very irate.
All right, men, let's do it.
That's what I want to cosplay as. If I do a Mega Man character, it's going to be him.
What's wrong with me?
If I ever cosplayed as a Mega Man character, even though Mega Man Legends is my favorite game, I'd want to cosplay as Zero
Shouldn't.
from the
Zero
Game
series?
Boy games.
No.
Because he's in the X series too, but I like the Game Boy's design.
I always like the design of Mega Man from Battle Frontier. Like the anime.
Oh, the Battle Network?
Or, yeah, Battle Network. My bad.
Yeah.
Battle Network. Always like that.
Dude, I've always thought that
There was,
Capcom
what-
should have made that like a phone game.
We should have.
Because
Surprised they haven't.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't, because that would be an excellent
There's
phone game
a
now.
there's one character that's from the TV show, and I think they're in Battle Network as well. That I really liked. I can't remember the name of the character though. I'm gonna have to rewatch it or replay the game at some point.
Mega Man, what did
It was one of the other robots that I really liked. Or, my bad, one of the other pets.
PETs.
PETs. Pets.
Or, well, the PETs are the little computers they hold. The characters are called NetNavis.
Oh, that's what I was.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay. Net, I remember.
right now, you can either fight or retreat. You always want to retreat if you're down to at least half a health bar. Because it can get a little hairy and hard at a certain point in a little bit. But if you go back, you instantly get a full life bar, and you're fine.
You just go straight back to fighting them. You don't
Yep.
have to do that. Okay.
Yep. Just go right back. I'm not even going to save because I'm pretty sure I can do it. Now watch me die.
Yeah, I watch you die. Ah!
No! No! Alright, so she's going to start shooting with some missiles.
Is it eye of the weak point, or are you just trying to hit the message?
Right now, you cannot damage it.
Hit those missiles. Really, just like, yeah, you can float safely on a ship. You'll be fine.
Alright, here we go. Now we're starting to get some distance from it.
Okay, are the arms pushing it along, or is that just the animation it does?
I think the arms are actually pushing it along a little bit, but it does have other propulsion. Because if you see, it was pretty far back there a moment ago, and now it's already here. So basically what we're trying to do is draw it into an area that's smaller so it can't maneuver.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
If you don't watch it, you're gonna end up with a big hole in your backside.
Mega
Because
Man,
you're in a river, old.
Mega Man,
It's gonna happen.
you
Alright.
didn't fall off or anything, did you?
Okay, so now we've got them in a smaller area they can't maneuver.
I couldn't be able to maneuver in here. What do they think they're doing running around like that? Why don't they just give up?
Why don't they just
Their
get
arms
done?
and weapons. It's nothing more than a big
So for now you want to take out the two cannons on the back to the two arms.
Why aren't they running? Do they
I'm
think
not
they can
scared
beat
of you.
us?
I'm not scared, cat.
And I have actually figured out playing this game unless, I think, if I remember right, unless you playing on easy and you got the ultimate buster, I think if you play on easy and have the ultimate buster, you can actually do this fight and not take a single bit of damage.
Run! Shut up! Stop your whining! We still have one weapon, don't we?
Still have one weapon, don't we? Not for long.
Boss,
Okay.
all the weapons have been destroyed.
They say as they shoot you with more.
Destroyed.
Wanna have to do this, but I'll teach them to mess with
I'll
the
teach
bonds.
them to mess with the bonds. And you've noticed I've been shooting them and blowing all this stuff up. Hasn't even touched their health bar. But this one little thing here.
Looks like some sword to me.
Don't have enough range. I almost got it. Look at that. The health bar is like nothing.
Doesn't this was really bad hitting?
Ta-da!
Mission
Yay.
complete!
So that's that, and we'll have enough time probably to do the next subgate.
Status report!
Status report.
Our engines are completely offline.
Everything's broken.
The build pumps aren't working. There are fires in blocks 2 and 3. They're being sealed off. Teasel, I hate to admit it, but she's not gonna last much longer. Sir, you've got to get out of here.
All hands, abandon ship.
All hands! Abandon ship!
For a second, I thought the smoke was like the ejector or like escape
The
pods.
ejections, yeah, the escape pods. That'd be cool.
Then I realized it was smoke.
I love how the yellow guy is in such a big robot. They just have to carry him around with a giant magnet.
It's like,
Bon Bon.
bomb, bomb.
I'm sorry, Troy. After you went to all the trouble to make us such a magnificent robot, what can I say?
Cheer up, Teasel. Don't worry. We'll go back to the ship and come up with a new plan.
Yeah, that's it. That's the spirit. Thanks, you two. Now, I couldn't have asked for a better brother and sister than you. You'll get that blue boy next time for sure.
Now she has to go through her inner love triangle monologue.
Even though we got the better of us again, I don't feel
He's so
like
cute, but he keeps destroying my robots.
Is that?
How dare he?
Alright, you remember the blue subgate in the last episode?
Yeah.
Now we are at the red subgate.
Was it blue, red, and yellow?
Or no, it's yellow. This one's yellow. There isn't a red one. It's a red door. Alright, so Data, I would like to recharge my energy. Alright. So we're going to get all the treasure chests and all the little things in here while we're going through here so we don't have to come back.
I think we'll out of the way.
Yep, it is. But this area is where we will get the other part of the jet skates.
Gosh,
Love the jet skates.
that makes the game so much quicker.
Yep.
All right, Megaman, let's get started.
Oh, it's the
Oh
fire
man, you
one.
just smacked
I
you.
upgraded the support equipment to the boat. I should be able to access these bottles.
I wish I
from
would have made
here.
the vacuum arm before
I
it
wonder
came
if that
down.
old fella used to be a
Like, can you
good
absorb the fireballs, shoot it back or something?
No, all this zenny money,
Yes.
you can just suck it all up without having to really grab it. There's a hole in the wall. Is there anything
A
inside?
refractor shard. 226. Another hole in the wall. Man, You're
Okay.
brave for going through all these holy areas.
I know, right? Oh!
Smacking you.
I forget how often these guys just like zoom in on you.
You got zoomies.
They got hops. They got the zoomies. Yeah, actually, so the springs that I got, the jump springs, if you do not have the jump springs when you come here, this is the only area you can access in this springs.
Oh, really?
Yep. It took me a while to find that out as a kid, because when I was a kid, I kind of skipped through chests, or I just didn't look well enough, and
Yeah.
so I remember getting here to this point as a kid, and of course, if you don't have the jump springs, you can only jump about like that, but with the jump springs, you can jump a lot higher. So, but right around this corner is old hover jets.
Alright, so now you got everything you need for the
Yep.
boots.
And actually, we are going to go out. No, because I can't have her make it here. We'll wait till we get back. So we'll go in here. These Reaver bots also creeped me out as a kid. See him up there? No damage.
That's weird.
And then what's even crazier... As a kid, terrified me.
Okay, that thing for terrifying for the kid because the mouth reminded me. You played Super Mario, or you played Mario 64, right?
Are you gonna say the piano?
The piano from
The piano. Yeah.
That was one thing no one ever expected, and you're like, ah! I was like, ah!
Dun, dun, ah!
Because I'm not the only one scarred by video games from their childhood.
I know, right? You want to talk about video games scarred me as a childhood? Did you ever play Spider-Man for PS1? I know you didn't play a lot of PS1 games, but
I think I did a little bit.
okay. At the end of Spider-Man PS1, Doc Ock gets taken over by Carnage, or the symbiote, and there's a symbiote Doc Ock. Terrified me as a kid.
I do not remember that.
Oh. If I can find that game...
I do know I played Spider-Man 2, like based off
Oh, that's
movies.
PS2.
Yeah.
That's PS2.
So I know I played that, because I also played it on a DS and something else.
I found a Gatling part. That's actually Buster.
Gatling gun! I know it's Gatling gun, guys.
You found a starter key. That must
What
mean
did you
there's a
find?
refractor.
From these readings,
What
it
did
looks
you
like
find?
a starter key. That means there's probably a big refractor in here somewhere. Good luck.
I like how Megaman, by the way, has been the only one experienced enough to do the digging here compared to everybody else. Like, wasn't your like ranch from this area? Surely he would have been in here at some point.
He was not from this area.
But like the mayor knew of him.
The mayor knew of him, but she said that she was
His apprentice.
she was his apprentice. And I think it's in Mega Man Legends 2 you figure out most people actually call him Professor Barrel. So he
Yeah.
was a teacher at one point. So she could have just been a student of his from way back in the day. But it's not very powerful. Now, if I remember right, let's see if my memory saves me. Here in a minute, there's another hole in the wall, or it's a chest right around this corner here. I think there's a ring in it. Let's see if I remember right.
Yep, ring. Just ring.
Yep,
Nothing-
just
nothing
ring.
fancy, just ring.
You can give it to roll. Okay, so you remember that big green thing in the last ruins that we went in that
Yeah.
dropped on me, and I said that there's a variant of it that scared the crap out of me as a kid?
Yeah, this one.
It's in this room here. So you come in
What
here.
can you see
Oh,
up
that's a
there?
cool little like
What
waterfall.
can you see up
I'm not
there?
picking up anything on
I'm
my
not picking
monitor.
up anything on my
I
monitor.
don't know. I've got a bad
This is like
feeling
a big
about
thing,
this.
is knowing that there's something bad about to happen.
Don't see anything, right?
Nope.
Okay. I did like this area as a kid, though. It looked really cool, the like water graphics on the wall.
Yeah, the water coming down.
So we're gonna grab this. You found starter key, so that's 2 starter keys.
How many do you need, 2 or 3?
3. So we're gonna jump back down here. Uh-oh.
Just teleports in front of you.
Nope, it doesn't teleport. It vanishes.
Ah, okay.
As a kid, terrified me.
Can you hit it when it's invisible?
And it's, yeah, you can hit it when it's invisible. And that's the thing, like, you see, like, invisibility cloaks and stuff like in Halo, but you can always kind of still see them. In this one, once they go invisible, they're invisible.
Just pressuring it up.
Yep. I think there's money back here.
Money, money, money. Zenny.
Yep.
Dang.
It's weird, too, like, how sometimes they put, like, a specific amount. It can't be,
Yeah.
like, 5,000.
5,130.
Yeah. So I got all the starter
526.
keys. Now they got all the
what-
starter keys.
I wonder if the reason for that is like there's like a certain amount of money that you need to buy everything in the game, and they're like, oh, this is, you know,
Yeah, it could be.
they're rather just giving you like straight up like numbers. Like, oh no, they have to find this one in order to get this at this point.
So
I'm
now
sure someone has that all figured out.
we get one of the best items in the game, the joint plug.
Joint plug.
You can give that to roll later, and it will allow us to use 3 buster parts at a time instead of 2.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you got this really weird room right here that I never enjoyed, with these giant Reaver bots that jump out at you and shoot rings.
That's kind of weird.
Now, I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to explain something here in a second. So you come in here, and there's this giant thing right here, right?
Mm-hmm. Little boss.
Is there anything there?
Is there anything there?
I'm not picking anything up on my monitor. Okay, so when you go in this door right here, the refractor's in here. You come back out.
And that's gone.
You open the door. It's still there. If you're careful, you can come right here and kick, and it'll knock him back. And it'll knock him back, and it'll cancel a cutscene that happens right here. And you can skip the entire boss.
Well, that's cool.
Yep.
If I'm reading this right,
Are you able to do that?
huge refractor
I've done
there.
it once, but I'm not going to do it here because I want you to see the boss. I mean, you've never experienced the game, so... But I've done it once. It's really hard to do. You almost got to be pixel perfect.
I'm sure you do.
That's all the keys. I love how it always asks that. What do you do?
That's the 3 dots. Where's the trackpad? Like nothing this time.
I love the facial animations of this game.
It's a mimic! Ah! Bites him. That's funny.
Be careful.
Alright, so yeah, now you gotta go out here. Yeah. Usually you would just come like right here, and then you would kick yourself out. But now you run out here.
Megaman, I'm picking up
I was
a
gonna say, you should
Reaverbot
try it
signal.
once to see what
It came out of nowhere.
Oh, I've done it
It's
before.
a
It's just,
big
oh, it's really
one.
hard.
The readings are going off the scale.
Maybe if I try a speed run.
That is not what I was expecting it to turn into. Let's see what Transformers exists in this world though.
Now this guy, unfortunately, can only be shot in the head. He does this!
Makes hitting his head easier.
This is one of the harder and longer bosses just because of his stupid hitbox.
Okay, just diving.
It looks like you damaged it. Keep it up, Megaman.
Now he just damaged it.
Ooh, that was close.
I feel like Capcom needs to make a game or partner with like Nintendo or something again. Have them do a. Did you ever play the Metro Prime games?
I played the first one. They were really good.
Do like a Megaman Legends spin-off, kind of like that base. How make these dungeons a lot bigger, have them be like third/first person, so you can actually aim the cannon everywhere. I think that'd be interesting.
I think it'd be interesting. I don't know if I would like Legends that way, especially since.
Well, I'm not saying Legends itself. I'm just saying like.
Just Mega Man in general.
They do.
They actually messed around with that. I will maybe here soon after the end of this video I'll show you, but at one point they had a almost identical to what you're saying game that they teased where you were supposed to be Mega Man,
Looks like you got him.
and it was all kind of like first person or third person, whatever that is. First person, I think. First person.
But wasn't there supposed to be a like Mega Man Legends
3?
spin-off? Well, there was a 3, but wasn't with Mighty Number 9? Wasn't there supposed to be a spin-off?
Oh, it wasn't a with Mighty Number 9. It was a
Completely different IP.
completely
like,
different IP.
Same kind of like thing.
Yeah.
Like my number 9.
A spiritual successor.
Yeah.
By concept, which I don't think we're ever going to see it, to be honest, because Mighty Number 9 was
Terrible.
a terrible disappointment. So many people put backed the Kickstarter at like $500, $600, and they promised like art books, statues, and like specific things that you would get at like those tiers, and like I think they said at first over half the people never got them. So
Probably still have them.
yep, probably. And now you don't hear anything from that company. I'm pretty sure that company
Went under.
either went
That's
under
just
or they
like,
just thought, well, we better stop while we're ahead.
Yeah, that's just like with Platonic games. They're actually a good company. I like them. They, for people who don't know, they are the ones who made Ukulele. They are made of primarily former Rare workers that made Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, and all those games.
That's another game I need to play because I've never experienced that one.
What, Ukulele or Banjo-Kazooie?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, we'll play it. We'll play it, don't worry. But they had a Kickstarter as well and everything to get Ukulele off the ground and everything. And there was a Ultimate Bookie package or whatever. And in that, you were supposed to get like an exclusive statue for Ukulele or whatever. Well, the company that they had to make them lost it in their stock somewhere. And they never got it. So they had to change what like the promotional thing was. Well, they just found it like a few months ago over in the Philippines. Somebody was selling all these ukulele statues.
Oh my gosh.
After all this time, it was finally found. And Platonic's never gotten the statues ever. And there's some people over in the Philippines selling them right now. They found them, I think, like November, December this month, I think it was. And I really want. But yeah, it was supposed to be included in like the limited edition like pack that they had. And no one ever got them.
You can keep that garbage. All we're after is whatever's behind.
I like how they have their mugs marked with their faces, by the way.
Right, Teaser?
You know, you're
You just couldn't tell that the
absolutely
pink one
right.
was hers.
Then that will be our new plan.
These
We'll
are
wait for
drinking
him
tea?
to open the main
Coffee?
gate.
Probably tea.
We'll let him
This
keep
time.
whatever he
There was
finds.
coffee in the other one because you heard the server go, this coffee sure
Yeah.
is good.
The last laugh in this game.
That's right.
What's really cool is see the like room they're in. When you play the prequel game where you're actually these guys, the Bonds.
Oh, you get to play as the Bonds? On the
Yeah,
prequel?
yeah. Well, if we get the PS3 to run smooth, I want to play that one too.
Was that on original P8 or PlayStation?
It
Or
is
was that-
original PlayStation, but the actual disc version is expensive. But I have it digitally,
Yeah.
so. All right, so we're gonna go make a couple of the items we got, and then we'll probably save and be done for this episode.
Yeah, right about 32.
Yeah, we're right around 32 minutes, so we're gonna see what we can make real quick.
Save and call it an episode.
Actually, we can't save because we have to do an event real quick.
No, you can't save?
Oh no, I can save. Okay, we're just gonna save it first, and we'll just pick up next episode.
Alright. Yeah, next episode we'll go ahead and start making whatever we have left. And we'll go trigger that event and go over to the next part. I'm sure there's probably another boss fight coming.
Not for a while.
Oh,
Got
really?
one more subgate we gotta do, but there's no boss before the subgate. So.
Oh, that's surprising. But
Alright.
Well, thanks a lot for watching, guys.
Thanks,
Till next
guys.
time. See ya.